Good morning, my good friends. It's Wednesday, April 8th already. I had to look over to the calendar just to remind myself of when and where we are. I'm so glad to again and again and again gather with you and spend just a few moments in prayer. I positioned this camera in a special way today because I wanted to show you two things that I have in my office. Behind me here is I feel a little bit like a meteorologist. I have a statue of Pope Francis, and it was designed to. There's a little solar panel here. He waves. He used to. It's broken now. But I have a statue of Pope Francis here, and over on this side here, maybe you can see it's Martin Luther actually Martin Luther in a canoe. I don't know exactly why Martin Luther ended up in a canoe, but I keep both the Pope and Martin Luther in this little cabinet here in my office, and I was just thinking about this morning. We are we're a church that is right now unable to gather. We're a church that some people are calling us. We're a church that we're deployed. We're a church that's sent. We're a church that's that's unbound. That's outside of the buildings. And I just want to, as we enter into these 3 days, as we enter into and prepare for, in particular in this church, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday. This is a good reminder to us that we are the church, gathered, called, and sent, and this is a difficult thing for pastors that are territorial, pastors that think that they have the only claim on the gospel, that we are the church of Christ. And not even Lutherans and Catholics, not even all of the terrible and horrific divisions of the church, not even those things can separate us. As we enter into this, the end of Holy Week, I hope and pray that we might find unity, that we might find compassion for one another, and that Lutherans and Catholics, Reformed and Presbyterian, Christian Church, Disciples of Christ, Methodists, that we might endeavor, that we might choose to, that we might work hard to get along with one another. You think about this, Jesus in John's Gospel, he has this high priestly prayer with his disciples at the Last Supper on Maundy, Thursday, and Jesus prays that the world might know that we are one. He prays for unity. We have an opportunity right now in this world to find ourselves separated, to find ourselves angry at one another, to find ourselves more and more isolated. We have opportunity right now to choose to divide. We have opportunity right now to choose to come together, and I hope and pray that you and I, that we might work hard, that we might work hard to be the church of Christ. Not different denominations of the Church of Christ, not people who claim to have the only claim on truth, but that we might work to find unity for the sake of Christ, for the sake of God revealed in Jesus Christ, that we might work hard to find unity with one another. And so today, I would love for you, wherever you are, if you're in Norwalk, and you're a member of this church, you're a member of New Life Lutheran Church, I would love for you to pick another church in this community and to pray hard for that church. If you're a member of another church in another community, wherever you are, I would love for you to pick a church in your community and to pray hard for that church. That God would reveal God's self to that church and to those leaders, that God would work through that church to bring about unity, to bring about love, to bring about compassion, to bring about forgiveness in these communities, so that we might not be divided one to another, but so that we might yearn for and long for and enact the unity that Jesus called for with his disciples, that we might be one in Christ. My friends, have a great and God-blessed Wednesday. Like Pope Francis, if he was working right, take care. We'll see you soon.